we're at the LA Times Comic-Con studio with the cast of Fear the Walking Dead. How is your Comic-Con going?
Awesome.
So far, so good.
Fun.
Really
It's a
fun.
lot of glitter.
Yes, we just had a big party in the other room, so I'm covered in glitter. And pepped us up a little bit, actually.
Is it a nice change from some of the intensity of your show?
Yeah, we get to actually like look pretty and not have blood coming down our head and dirt in our ears.
Yeah. Every time we see people dressed up from the show, it's always like, oh my God, wow. Like, it's always a surprise because we always look terrible.
Yeah. That just happened to me and Maggie. I saw her just by the hotel. I haven't seen her like in a month and a half, and I'm like, wow, you're so clean, in front of her husband. And he's like, I know. I'm like, you have no idea. I'm used to seeing her in a it's another wife.
The first half of your fourth season has aired. It kind of ended on a very big loss. How the format of the show, you know people are gonna die, but how was losing someone that was such a big part of the show from the beginning?
Odd, really heartbreaking. It was unexpected as well, and you know, it's that was really the core of our show for a long time. And I know, especially for myself, Coleman, and Denai, who we've had seasons to work with Kim Dickens and Frank Delane, and it was just, we cherish and love them. And it was definitely hard, but it's opened up so many new possibilities for what the narrative can become and what these characters will become. And we were talking about it earlier, we're all sort of orphans now in the apocalypse. Like, every single person is on their own, and we're forced to now kind of find a new family of sorts within each other. Yeah. And for me, especially being the only surviving member of the Clark family now too, it's an interesting place for Alicia to go, whether she can live up to her mother's life, memory, or if she's going to become a completely different person. It's a lot of exciting ways this can go.
For me, we knew when we found out about Frank and Kim, we kind of talked about it, and I personally tried to prepare myself for the day, for the episode. And when it happened, I was not ready, and even I was like, I knew this was going to happen. Why am I feeling so shaky for the entire month? I was like, I had to adjust and really translate what I was going through and put it in the screen. That's the best I could do. And the only thing that made me feel comfortable and okay is like, I will honor what they put into the show from day one, every day that I work on Fear the Walking Dead, and I will continue to pass on that legacy that they put in it, that they created this beautiful family, the Clarks, the friends that they brought into the show, and the ones that went, let go, but they are with us every step of the way. The fact that they're gone, it impacted us in such a way that it has to be Carey for sure.
This season, you guys did a lot of time jumping. There's like flashbacks. How was that for you acting? Does it get confusing for you guys too?
No, you follow your storyline. You follow, it's like it's broken down. Sometimes you may play one storyline in the first half of the day and the next in the second half. And I think, that's just the nature of what we do. There are times when I think in the aftermath of it, like, I don't remember what I did in what episode. I'm just a little confused with like, oh, when did that happen? Because we're following those two storylines. But, we're pros. That's what we do.
What was the most surprising moment, I guess, for you, other than losing your fellow cast members so far?
Surprising.
Yeah.
Every day
I think it was surprising when we first knew we were moving to Austin. And then there's constant surprises. There's, you open up a script, you're like, oh my God, it's Jenna Elfman. Oh, it's Maggie Grace. You're always, surprised by every element of it. And I think that's the nature of the show, is to really just invest in really that episode and where you are, because it can change. It can change location, your new castmates, some go, some come.
The weather. The one surprising thing was there's snow in Texas, and not just once, 3 times.
But I have a funny story. I have a funny story about that. We were in the middle of nowhere, covered in like mud everywhere. And Alicia and I were walking towards our trailer, and I'm looking at her, I'm like, it's so cold. And she's like, I know. And we're from islands. We're like used to like different kind of environment. And we're like, I didn't know it was gonna get this cold. And all of a sudden it started to snow, like little snowflakes. And I'm like, it's snowing. And Alicia's like, no, it's not. I'm like, it is. 2 seconds go by. She's like, it is. And I'm like, I told you. She's like, it's not romantic. I'm like, no, Alicia, we're in the apocalypse.
I was like
and it's cold.
some like winter wonderland, like snow, fluffy snow falling from the sky. I was like, this is it? This isn't snow. This is like tiny and like, wait, why is it so like dirty?
And then she looked at me. She's like, it's not romantic. I'm like, it's cold.
This is not romantic.
That was hilarious.
That was a surprise, yeah.
That was the first time. The second time, she was like, oh, God, it's so cold. It's snowing again. Oh, no.
I was wondering how things are different now that you're in Texas.
Oh, it's great. We love Austin.
Love the crew. They're
Yeah, they're awesome.
We also have the single greatest group of chefs
Oh, my gosh.
on this show.
Yes.
We had the
Ever
best
be-
time ever.
That was a surprise.
Ever leave us, and this is the God's honest truth.
Mutiny.
The God's honest truth. When they were asking people to come back for next season,
Yes.
the first people they asked were the caterers, and the first
Absolutely.
question everybody asked when asked to come back was, "Are the caterers coming?"
It's coming.
It's so good that I have to watch my calories in the morning because I can't not eat their food. I can't inhibit how much of that food I eat. It's so good, I will not refuse it on myself. So I have to watch my calories in the morning so I can go to town at lunch because it's that good every single day. Like gourmet, but like his TLC is so in it, and he travels the world, and then he combines elements of different countries of their food into his new creations, and it's the most delicious, incredible. It's like that's all I think about every day. Besides
He feeds
my
an
acting.
entire crew. It's not like, for 6 people. It's like the entire crew eats like top gourmet food every day.
Yeah, you could see how much
That's incredible.
food means to us.
Obviously, it means a lot to
we've
us.
had
but it's
like an
when you
entire
work like a
5-minute
17-hour
conversation
night
about it.
and you're freezing and shivering and covered in sludge.
Yeah, it's a
and
real treat.
It's like that is just. It feels
Somebody
like you
loves
feel so
you.
nurtured.
Apocalypse.
Right. Does it make up for the dirt and the mud and
does.
all the
Yeah,
things?
Yes, it really helps.
It makes perfect sense.
Builds you back up midday and gives you a little more life force to finish the next 8 hours of work. It's awesome.
I said about the crew that how important the catering was, because it gives them something to look forward to in the morning, and then after lunch it gives them something to talk about. That's what food's supposed to do, and it gets done.
A lot of times on sets, actors, we usually grab our food and go away, but a lot of times we want to sit and enjoy it with each other. You have a real proper meal. It's wonderful.
And compared to what I heard was their culinary experience in Mexico.
do that though.
Okay.
It was
I
just
They
different.
just had a challenge on the catering situation, and they had to go out to the restaurants there, but in terms of their catering, so it was extra valued by them coming here, I heard.
Well, nobody wants to hear that much about our lunch, so.
I don't know. I'm fascinated. Well, this season you guys had like a I don't want to say proper crossover, but with The Walking Dead. Even though we've always known the shows were related, who do you think would fit in best with their teams from the other show if they could move over?
That's interesting. What
You
sort
mean
of
going
vacuum
from
are we
Fear-
filling, guys?
The Walking Dead?
Yeah, someone from The Walking Dead that you think would be most helpful for you.
Do you mean on screen or off?
Oh, both? Are they different?
They are so different.
On screen.
Carol,
On screen.
That makes.
Start merging shows like Orange is the New Black with like Fear the Walking Dead. I think that'd be interesting.
Oh, that'd be great.
I like the guy
Could we
today
bring
who
Crazy
was
Eyes
talking
over?
about
Because that'd be so fun.
Fear of the Walking Deadwood.
I think that's fantastic.
I thought
Oh, that was a
great.
good one.
Mashups.
If you can have anyone from any show, then come join.
There were so many
Crazy
people from
Eyes.
Deadwood on the show.
Crazy, great.
Love her.
I would have Jed Bartlett from The West Wing. I think we should stumble across him one day.
I would have Michaela Cole from Chewing Gum because I think we need even more humor.
The entire cast of The
That would
Wire.
be good.
I like Fred Flintstone to join our show.
Plain as fire.
Professor from Gilligan's Island.